Okay, Miller Springs. Let me just go ahead and huff my way back up this entrance. Saw a couple other riders walking their bikes up here earlier. Not sure if they rode down and were tired and wanted to go home, or if they were riding up to ride down. Maybe we'll see them here in a little bit. As I'm sure you're aware, it probably doesn't look all that steep on camera, but whew, that was a rough little run. So I'm gonna get a little speed here, because I don't think I'm gonna make it up the rest of it. If I don't, those of you that don't know me, my name's Bob, and about 6-7 months ago, I decided that I wanted to spend my free time destroying my legs with a mountain bike. Okay, that's too much. All right, my legs are tired and I'm going home. The trail's got to be here somewhere. Is that it? Yeah, I think that's it. Okay. Look, shade. Let's get some water. Ooh, 175 beats per minute. My watch is probably about to tell you to call an ambulance. For any of you that are new to this, don't be afraid to get off the bike and walk it, especially when you're trying to get up a giant hill. Some of us old school gamer nerds are just not meant for that right off the bat. Proud of myself though, I went further than I have before. But here I am, walking down this beautiful trail. Can't breathe, and my watch thinks I'm dying. I'm not dying, I'm fine. I just can't breathe. This is the first trail of Miller Springs. This one's one of the ones that was not on the map, and I named it South Cedar Trail. Oh, just got bit by a horsefly. Little jerk. Hey, saw it off. You keep trying, I'm gonna smack you. Stupid fly. Okay, for real, what is up with this fly? Alright, I'm gonna move on just because it's fly. Alright, and I'm off. Okay, so as I was saying, not the easiest trail at Miller Springs. Lots of rocks. A little technical. Not super technical. Just a bunch of rocks. Crap, I just lost the trail. Ooh. Just banged that. So that's what happens when you bang your pedal up against a rock when you weren't prepared for it. Ooh, almost fell off my bike. Okay. Rocks, all over the place. Up here. Well, I didn't get very far. Oh, I am finding all the rocks today. Holy crap. This may not have been the best trail for my first video. Aren't you supposed to like make yourself look good and stuff? Me? No, I suck at this. There is no smooth sailing up on this hill. This is all chunky stuff. It might be a little bit on the downhill, but this is what you get when you build a trail through the cedar trees. And, well, in Central Texas in general. Anybody that's ever lived here and been around here at all knows that about 1.5 inches below any surface that is the ground, nothing but a chunk of rock. And beneath that chunk of rock, there's another rock. Next to those rocks are more rocks. And I don't mean like pick it up and throw it in the lake rock. I mean illegitimate boulder-sized rock. Sometimes basketball. I don't know if you can see the ground, but you can see what I'm talking about. Oh, let me get through some trees here. So there's gonna be a turn up here. This trail veers off down another trail right there. We're gonna stay on this one. Oh, there's some thorns. That'll ruin my day real quick. Now, this is the part of the journey where I could also get bitten by a snake. That'll ruin my day real quick. I fall off my bike onto one of these rocks. That'll ruin my day real quick. This is going to be where Oh, I almost just went down that mountain. Yeah, remind me to log into Trail Forks later and mark this not as a green trail, because there's no way. Oh, that was almost a bar banger. Let me dab a little bit there. The first time I went up this trail, somewhere in here, where I got scared of all the foliage, turned around. I was like, nope, snakes for sure. Don't want to get bit. Whoa. Okay. Is everybody okay? Yeah. You can see that my GoPro did not go flying down the mountain as I almost did. Oh, lost my footing there. Okay. Yeah, this is definitely a hiker's trail. Maybe I'd be doing better if I had those clips in my shoes. But I do not think so. I think I might be past the worst of it. And by worst of it, I mean all these damn rocks. It sucks. I don't think I'd be doing any better if I had a full squish. I'm definitely getting a thorn out of my tire later. I've seen at least a dozen vines I've run over. I might be flat before the end of the day. This trail's not super well maintained. It's more like a trail less traveled kind of situation here. But I knew it was there, and I wanted to show you folks. Oh, somebody's been doing some maintenance, because this pile was not here. That was, but this was not here the last time I came. You could actually take off up that way to the left. So somebody's been out here. Maybe it's a little more maintained than I thought it was. Ooh. Get up out of that rut. Almost lost it there. Oh, hello, vine. I don't know who's maintaining this, but hey. I don't think the short people can make it under that either. Yeah, this trail is definitely a blue, at least. Look, more vines with thorns. That is the thing about riding in Central Texas, is sometimes you get hit in the face with a bug when you're trying to talk. And others, it is really hard to see the trail. It's a nice little easy area. I kind of catch my breath, not trying to die. In fact, I think I will stop in the shade right here, because the sun is brutal and nobody wants to not stop in the sun or shade. A lot of Central Texas riding pretty much amounts to what I guess you more experienced riders would call cross country, maybe. I mean, sure, we got some hills, and we'll have a little bit of downhill up here in a minute. That'll be kind of fun, but realistically, the majority of it is this low grade, chunky rocks everywhere. I say that there's some other trails that we'll hit later today where you can tell they're more, well, I guess it's still cross country, but speed. Maybe the ones for you Strava folks going for your kings of mountains and queens of mountains. And even though there's no mountain, I'm sure there's somebody that's got the fastest time on Prairie Loop or the South River Loop. But there's a good portion of those where it's just mostly dirt. They keep the trail clear. You can go through there as fast as you want, unless of course me and my daughter are in your way. You're gonna have to slow down and not run over us. We're turtles on the trail, we know. So far though, of the 3 or 4 places I've been to ride, Miller Springs here, excluding this trail because I hate it right now, Miller Springs here has probably been one of my favorite places to ride. It's not too hard, it's not too easy. Obviously we got a little technical choose your line rock challenge going on here. Oh, I found that tree. Most of the stuff down in the actual park is much better than this. I just wanted to come up here because this is the kind of stuff that my daughter can't ride for sure. she would walk this whole thing. Oh, almost went OTB there. And that tree found my backpack because I'm tall. Oh, yay for sunlight. Just kidding, it's Texas. Nobody wants that. I don't remember how tight this is by the fence line here. I may have to get off my bike, but then there's some downhill, and that's pretty nice. Oh, hello. I was not prepared for that drop. Matter of fact, I don't think I'm gonna do that drop. Pretty sure that would be a drop and a face plant in a fence. Well, this is kind of steep. I could do it, but I'm not going to. Take a moment to catch my breath and start out on some downhill. Finally. So anyways, one time right through here, I had to stop because there was a family of armadillos. About family, I don't know where mama was. It was just a bunch of babies. I heard something rustling in the trees. I was like, oh God, this mountain lion's gonna get me. Freaked out a little bit to stop. Like, what is that? What's going on? Keep hearing rustling. Little bitty baby armadillo comes walking out of the bushes. And I was like, oh, that's so cool. So I whipped out my phone. I was recording it. And I keep hearing things in the bush. And I was like, what is going on? Here comes another baby armadillo. And then another. And another. There's probably like 5, 6 of them. Come on. They just crossed across the trail. Went down the hill. I like to think they waved at me and said thanks for stopping, but I don't think they could see. Oh man, I am dying already. I need to kick up the gear a little bit because this is all downhill and easy. So glad this side of this trail does not have all that chunky rock. Though there is a gravel pit up here. Oh, I can deal with this chunky rock. I just can't sit down while I'm moving. See, downhill, it's fine. But here we go, here's your gravel pit. You don't wanna, oh God, go tight there. I went a little wide, just to make it easy. And when you get up here, when you get across the road, and there's some more downhill. It's actually kind of neat. Probably my favorite little downhill stretch in this whole park. And I think it is over here somewhere. So you'll recognize this is that hill that I was coming up earlier. Yeah, here we go. I came through here one time, went down this way too fast, and there were some people walking around this curve right here. And they drove off the trail to get out of my way. I was like, sorry, and they flew by. You're cool, man, it's all right. Oh, hello. Vine across the tree ruining my day. Across the trail. Okay. We should be about back at the parking lot. On to Miller Springs proper. This little gate right here that it's fine for walking through. I only figure out one way to get my bike through this thing. So this is it. This is all I can figure out. Oh, crap. Of course, on video, I'm doing this the worst way possible. Sure, I can walk through this gate, but I can't walk through it without ducking, and my bike's longer than I am. So if you know how to get it in and out of that gate without having to lift the whole bike and shove it through these grates, be my guest. Feel free to lecture me on that one, because I have no idea.